Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Sorry, a little late here today, but ready to rock and get started. Let's see. Let me send out a quick tweet here. Boom. Good morning, Dwayne. Young, Joy, what's going on, guys? Edwin, good morning. Let me put this on Facebook here, let everybody know we're live. Ricardo, good morning. Joy, you bought calls on AMD yesterday? Oh yeah, that's a rough one. That's a rough one. The semiconductors weren't doing all that great yesterday. I have SPY puts. I got in SPY puts yesterday. Right in here somewhere. Took a piece of profit off down here and held on to the rest. And then look at this crazy bounce back. So we'll see whether now we can get right back under 458. If we can get back under 458, then I'm in good shape for those puts. See if we can get back down here at 454, 455 maybe. We'll see. AMD, yeah. Yeah. I mean, what's your stop loss? What's your stop loss? Breaking news. Amazon renews Prime credit card tie-up with JP Morgan Chase after flirting with American Express. That just came up. Of course, that did nothing to the stock. All right, guys. All right, do you have any tickers you want me to take a look at for you? Throw them up in chat. Mark, good morning. LGVN, Dwayne. Yep, that's one of the leading gappers this morning, LGVN. We traded this one way back here. Seems like early January. Let me erase these lines. Jobless claims coming up. Jobless claims preview. Weekly claims set to hold near 53-year low. 121 calls. Gotcha. So LGVN publishes peer review study of phase 1 trial results of Lomosol B, Alzheimer's disease, Alzheimer's and dementia. All right, so that's what's going on with LGVN. These 850s, look at these 850s. Resistance, and resistance. So those 850s are a key level there. Oh, well, would you look at that? Resistance support. Would you look at that? Are you kidding me? If you stop right here, look at that 850s. And then of course you have some structure right through it, but right now that is the most valid point right here. Look at this. 850. So I have to keep 850s on watch here, see if it can become support. You have room here towards 1030s. I'm going to put that one on the watch list for sure. Very simple one. I like it. I like it, Picasso. LGVN. So LGVN with phase 1. All right, let me write it up. With news, publishes peer review study of phase 1 trial. Results of Lomacel. So watching the 850 area for support has potential room towards 100-day MA 1030s. All right, first one down. Keith, good morning. CLVS. I think that's another one that's one of the leading gappers. It's up 40% this morning. CLVS should have some sort of news with this kind of gap up. Yeah, here we go. So, Clovis Oncology significantly improves progression-free survival and first-line maintenance treatment. Clovis Oncology is to seek FDA approval for ovarian cancer drug as maintenance therapy. They're in phase 3 now. So this one, my God, what an ugly chart. Look at the difference here. See how at least here we were already consolidating sideways? You see that? Yes, you know, this was an ugly drop, but you had sideways consolidation after the drop, and then boom. And then it gave it all up, basically, or at least almost half of it. But then it started consolidating sideways. Like it found its footing. And now we get more news. Maybe now we can get a move out of it. On the other hand, Clovis hasn't really consolidated. This thing's just down, 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 down. Now we got a pop here. But the reason why this is important, it's not to say it can't go to 4. It can. But the reason why this is important is that you have to understand there's bag holders galore in this thing that are probably going to sell into pops. And be like, oh my God, get me out of this thing. This 250 area is going to be a potential strong zone of resistance. So far here in pre-market, you're seeing exactly that. Previously a level of support here. See? The next level of potential support would be down here. Around the 210 area. Previous resistance. I don't like it. But I'll put it on the list because if we do hold 210 and we can break 250, then at that point we do have room. At that point we do have room to like 330s. So if it can get that done, you know, it has the room there. CLVS to seek FDA approval for ovarian cancer drug as maintenance therapy. Watching the 210 area for support, could have room to 260 to 330s. So that's what I'd be watching on that one. Edwin, MULN. MULN came out with news yesterday midday around lunchtime. Here it is. Apparently they got an order for some of their electric vehicles. And right here during lunchtime, it broke that news at 1:09 p.m. The stock just took off. And then it just went sideways. And now today we got a little gap up here. We caught this stock since $1.50 and was able to, you know, go over this move here until 370s, which was like the final take. You do have a shot here at getting up here towards 5, but you're gonna have to hold $3, 280s. I'm gonna clean up this chart a little bit. So yeah, I'd watch for that. I'd watch for the 280s, $3 to hold support. You got room to like 370s, and then over that you really open up towards 5. I think it's a slower mover. So MULN watching the 280 to $3 area for support, could have room to 370s and 5. Could take even a couple days to get up there if it can, but if it breaks under 280s, I think it loses steam. I think it loses steam. You know, if it breaks under 280 and just stays there, I think this loses steam and the news just dies off. Intraday, it's okay, wait. This is my daily chart. Guys, this is my intraday chart, 3 minutes, 15 minutes, daily. On the daily, I only use the 50-day moving average, which is this blue line you see here. The 100-day moving average, which is this white line. And the 200-day moving average, which is this red line. Simple moving average, not EMAs. The only EMA I have is the 9 EMA, and it belongs on the intraday chart. My pleasure, Edwin. All right, so we have LGVN, CLVS, MULN. You guys have any other tickers you want me to look at before I dive into the scanners and news? Guys, trade ideas 25% off, ends today. There's the link in chat. It ends today. Ricardo, is that Tilray? I imagine that's Tilray, right? TLRY, is that a ticker? Whoops. What did I just do? Hold on. Kind of messed up my chart here. There we go. Okay, Tilray. Why is this happening? Okay, Tilray. So Tilray, we went over this one for multiple days for the 760 hold for the swing trade back up into 9, and we got exactly that move already. So that trade is done. That level was heavily rejected. Up here you can see as we broke through 9. So, well, did we break through 9? Yeah, we broke through 908, and we were heavily rejected. Now we're coming back down. I mean, if 760 holds again, that's awesome, but I think that trade is done for now. We got to see if 760 gets tested again. Guys, do me a quick favor. We got 23 people watching the live stream here, and we only have 10 likes. Hit that like button for me. It really goes a long way with the YouTube algorithm. Little news here. U.S. stock futures were little changed Thursday as bond yields and oil prices dropped. Major international oil producer in OPEC Plus were meeting under pressure to increase output to blunt high crude and gasoline prices amid reports the U.S. was considering releasing supply from its strategic oil reserves. On Wednesday, the Dow Jones Industrial Average and the S&P 500 broke 4-session winning streaks, and the Nasdaq dropped for the first time in 3 days. With 1 day left in March, all 3 stock benchmarks were solidly higher for the month. However, as the wild first quarter comes to an end, Wall Street was tracking for a rough first 3 months in 2022. Dow stock Apple rose in pre-market this morning after seeing its 11-session 18% winning streak come to an end. Walgreens Boots Alliance, also a Dow component, fell 1% Thursday pre-market, shortly after reporting better than expected earnings and revenue. Results were helped by increased demand for booster shots and tests due to the spread of the variants. West Texas Intermediate crude, the U.S. oil benchmark, fell 6% to around 101 per barrel Thursday as traders await word from OPEC on its production plans. President Joe Biden is said to give remarks Thursday, with media reports saying he'll detail plans to release 1 million barrels of oil per day for several months from America's strategic petroleum reserves. Well, it looks like that's going to end up happening because, breaking news, OPEC sticks to modest output hikes as U.S. considers unprecedented release of reserves. Wow. Suckers are playing hardball. They don't want to increase their oil production. And this is why we should be producing most of our own oil. Conversation for another day. The influential energy alliance OPEC and non-OPEC partners swiftly agreed to raise its output targets by 432,000 barrels per day from May 1st. So it's a modest. It's not going to be enough. Not going to be enough. All right, what else you guys got there? mRNA. You got it. All right, so mRNA. There's not a whole lot going on here at all. And I mean, honestly, there's really no reason for a whole lot to go on here. It's just nothing. You got 168, 169 potential support zone. 156 bottom support. And that's about it. There's really nothing else going on here on mRNA. Jackie, good morning. All right. All right, guys. You guys, any other tickers or any other questions you want me to go over before we dive into the rest of the scans? Fed minutes, April 6th. Want to be on the lookout for that, guys. All right, let's jump into these scans then. If no one has any other tickers, HYMC. Let's look at HYMC. Let's see. All right, guys. Remember, DTC Lite, the 30 days for free ends tonight at midnight. All right, that's been going on. That's how we launched the DTC Lite subscription. We launched it that way with 30 days for free since October of last year. We're ending the 30 days for free. Today is the last day. We've been saying it for a few days, so you're going to want to take advantage of that if you want a full month for free of DTC Lite. And that's me live trading in the Discord with my screen share mic all day. All day from 9 something all the way until 4 o'clock. I'm on the mic, all the morning, live trading, then live recaps, live lessons, 12 o'clock, lunch, 2 o'clock, I get back on the mic. So take advantage of that. HYMC. I think HYMC is going to move along a little bit more with AMC, believe it or not. Let me clean up this chart just a little bit. Get rid of some of these circles. Oh, got rid of a line. And right now, this would be a level to watch. These 240s. I think $2. If we get under $2, this thing's just gonna be a dud for now. There's really not much going on here right now. You have to try to hold 2. If you can get up in over 330s, this is a big one. Look at all his previous support. Look at this. Look at all that previous support in those 230s. You see that? And then look, resistance. You see that? If you can get up over that, then things get a little bit more interesting. But you're going to need buying volume to step back in here. So far, it's consolidating decently, so that's good. But it's not looking the greatest. IZEA. I have not looked at that chart in probably months. IZEA with a gap up here today. I imagine that's some sort of news. IZEA. IZEA. Okay, so IZEA, 17 hours ago, quarterly revenue of 10.3 million with positive net income and adjusted EBITDA. So that's what's going on there. I'd watch this level right here. It's coinciding a little bit with that 200-day moving average zone. You can see previous support. All right, and then you see the 200-day moving average right in there, that red line. So I'd watch, oh wow, it's major support in the past. If it cannot hold that level, then I would not be interested in it, and you'll probably see it fade the gap some, not necessarily the whole thing, but it might fade the gap a little bit. That's going to be a crucial level on IZEA. NVIDIA. NVIDIA 100-day moving average zone, that's the level to watch. You got that 100-day moving average right here around 272, 271. That'll be a level to watch, see if it can hold support there. You see this white line right here. It's been support here very recently. And it was a level of resistance recently. and it was a level of resistance for quite a while back here. So now you look for that old resistance to continue to hold support. Taylor says, your opinion, TC2000 versus Trade Idea. How do you utilize each one? Benefits of each. This is very simple. Trade ideas, scanners. That's all I use them for. I do have charts for them. Look, they're right back there. But I don't really use them. What do I use for charting? I have my brokers charts, which I just use them to, look at a second or third stock. But my main charting is TC2000. That's what I like. Why? I like how the charts move. I like all the tools for teaching. This is amazing. I have all these tools for plotting and teaching, and it has full fib levels, unlike some brokers like E-Trade that doesn't have the 23.6 fib. So I like I like TC2000 for the charting. Yes, these are their scanners, but I don't care. Those things can go away tomorrow. I don't need them. What I need is TC2000 for charting, and then Trade Ideas for my scanners. Now, if I only had to pick one, if I can only pick one, I'd pick Trade Ideas, because the scanners, I could always use the broker's charts. But I have both. I have both. I like both. Also, yesterday, and then since today's the 31st, I'll extend it. Yesterday, I said anybody that signs up for DTC Pro, okay, it's not on the website, but it's recorded here right now. Anybody that signs up for DTC Pro by tonight midnight, last day of the month, is going to get 6 months of TC2000 for free. I'm gonna pay it. I'll pay for it. So anybody that signs up for DTC Pro, okay, will get 6 months of TC2000 for free. And where do you get, where do you sign up for this? I'll give it to you right now. Here you go. 6 months TC2000 free. I'll pay for DTC Pro student sign up. There you go. NAOV, let's go. NAOV. Just if you sign up today, I'll message you, or Jonah will message you, and we'll get that squared away so you can get your 6 months of TC2000. Okay, so NAOV, or if you want a month of Trade Ideas, we'll do that instead. Whatever, we'll give you the choice. So NAOV needs to hold this 100-day moving average level. You could see here previous resistance. It's just a resistance area. See that? And it's lining up with the 100-day moving average. And it was previously a level of support. So that's what you'll want to see. That's what you want to see hold support. J-Rod, hey, does TC2000 have 10-second chart by any chance? I mean, I guess maybe. Not sure. That's not even useful, to be honest. If you're trading on a 10-second chart, dude, that's false signals galore. Especially if you're going to be trading patterns. If you're looking to trade patterns, you don't want to trade on a 1-minute chart. You don't want to trade on a 3-minute chart. If you're scalping momentum, then yeah, the 1 minute will help. That'll be probably what you'll want. But if you're trying to trade bull flags, if you're trying to trade U-shapes, you're going to want more information. And that more information comes with larger time frames. That's why I have 3-minute, 15-minute, which I do toggle between hourly and 15-minute, and then daily. All right, so we got those done. LGVN, COVS, MULN. Let's start jumping into a little bit more of these scans here. We already went over LGVN. So ISPO, did we go over that one? No, we have not. I think this one has news. Let's check. ISPO. No, it doesn't. No news here. Yeah, no, it doesn't. And we have the 200-day moving average right here getting stuffed right at that level right now. And you got the 150 days, so not much there. On my TI scan, I see another one here, FWBI. Let's see, FWA. J-Rod, I don't trade on 10 seconds, but want to see. Yeah, I don't think it has any value unless you're a scalper. Then yeah, maybe. But outside of that, no. LGVN is worth looking at, I think. Yeah, we have it on the watch list already. We already have LGVN on the watch list. We have LGVN, we have CLVS, we have MULN, all on the watch list right now. Got 32 people watching the live stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button. It really helps out tremendously. We got 20 likes, 30 people watching. I think we can get that closer to that 30 mark. There we go, 21. Keep them coming. So FWBI, Goldman Small Cap Research publishes new research report on First Wave Biopharma Inc. So that's what this is about. I'll show you. There you go. Goldman Small Cap Research publishes new research report on First Wave Biopharma Inc. So that's what's going on there. We have looked at this one before, and it does give back gains after gap ups typically. We got strong resistance here at 170 area. You can see it clear as day. And where are we finding resistance today? 170s area. 170s area. So it's not one that I would put, you know, too much emphasis on. ADMA. Let's go take a look at that one. ADMA. It doesn't really trade volume. It's more of a barcode stock. Yeah, 170s, these mid 170s here, potential support zone. But this doesn't really trade volume. Be very careful. When you see a stock like this, like that, it's what we call a barcode stock. All right, so the SPY watching for this 458 to crack. SPY watching for 458 to crack and fade into the 455 zone. Actually, 454 zone. It's starting to get really lazy here at this 458. I think we see a crack, and we might see it today. Let's see. All right, so we have that. Guys, if you have any other tickers or any other questions, please just throw them up in chat. We have this Tesla has not been able to get through those 1115s. It hasn't been able to. Look at this daily chart. We drew this line there days ago. We actually played puts on it not too long ago. Was it like day before yesterday based off of that level? And here we are again, still in that general vicinity. We are forming a little bit of an ascending triangle pattern as well. If we end up getting a crack, we might see this thing finally start to fade back on down a little bit. It's not like it's going to have some huge crash, but maybe a little fade on back down. So Tesla still watching that 1115 area. Tesla watching the 1115 area for resistance for a fade back down. But if 115 area breaks and becomes support, we could see a move towards 1150 zone. MEIP. This is in no man's land. This 73 cent area is probably going to be strong resistance if you can get up there. Other than that, this is in no man's land. It's set a base here right now of 55. You can keep eyes on that. Jesse, I've been buying stocks on pullbacks to support after breaking high tech and highest volume of the day. Then it fails. Could that be ending volume? And how do you tell the difference? Thanks. I'm not sure I understand the question. You've been... Okay, so basically... Let me use this as an example. This is an example to see if I understand the question. So we have a stock here that made a push through the highs, gave a pullback, and failed. I think that's the premise of your question. Is that right? Okay, so are you asking how can you tell whether the setup is going to work or whether it has a high likelihood of failing? Morning, V-Man. Right? Okay. Give me 1 second here. Because what I need to do is I'm going to use that as an example, and then I'm going to show you something else. Okay. Let me exit some stuff here. All right, guys. What time is it? 8:50. Okay. Real quick lesson. All right, guys. Real quick lesson. I actually took this trade yesterday. Made some money on a piece of it and then stopped out on the rest of it. Stock makes a nice push up. Then we get a pullback. The key thing you want to watch for is low volume on the pullback. We got exactly that. And you want to see it hold the support zone. We got exactly that. There's more to it there, like intraday levels, but I'm not going to get into that right now. I get into that in all my courses and with my students always live. So we have, smaller volume like we want to see. You have the pullback, you have the support. I got long in there. Took a little piece of profit off in here. And then got stopped out the rest. Is there anything that would have told you this was going to happen beforehand? Nothing. The volume profile is perfect. Now, what could have been something that could tell you whether or not this might not work is that the pullback happens with big volume and increasing. If you get that kind of action on the pullback, that's an indication that the level is not going to hold. Doesn't mean nothing's 100%. It's technical analysis. It's not supposed to be 100%. But if you get a pullback and the volume is increasing as the stock is pulling back, it is showing you more likely panic selling versus just profit taking. And that's why you would probably fail. In this case here, we didn't get that. It's just a setup that didn't work. Here is a setup that worked. Push up, new highs, pull back into support, decreasing volume, bounce higher. That's it. Right? There's no secret to it. It's just the volume profiles you want to be watching out for. Right? I hope that helps. This is what I do, guys, every day with my DTC Lite and DTC Pro students every single day. All right? I walk you guys through the charts. I walk you guys through everything. I walk you through everything. DTC Lite, the 30 days for free, ends today. And if you want to be, if you want to get the TC2000 scans, 6 months of those, that's going to end today. Okay, 6 months, T2, we'll do that for free. 6 month, TC2000, free with DTC Pro. we will pay for it. Okay? Both of those deals end today. All right, so we got just a couple minutes here before 8 o'clock. I'm sorry, 9 o'clock. Let me put the final touches here. We got LGVN, we got CLVS, we got MULN, we got SPY, we got Tesla, all on watch. Let's see if there's anything else that we might be missing. LGVN, guys. LGVN, look, we talked about it. Pulling back and holding those 850s. There you go. That's the level to watch today. That is definitely going to be the level to watch today. Does Dare have news today? Yeah, Dare has Bioscience reports full year 2021 financial results and provides a company update. That's what's going on here. It's just in the chop zone. It's just in the chop zone. Rivian testing the 50-day moving average. Yep. Yep. If that 50-day continues to reject, guys, and we break underneath $50, you could see maybe a little fade back down here towards 47. That's one to keep on watch for sure. But you got $50 support, so it's going to be a difficult one. You have to break under 50. So if you got, let's say you got puts yesterday, I would take a little piece of profit today in front of $50 just in case that level holds support. AMC, guys, we called this one perfectly. We called this one perfectly. All the way back down here to the 100-day moving average. I'd be concerned of it possibly bouncing off that level. GME not holding 165 yet. That's a crucial level. Got to keep that on watch. And we already went over the SPY. I think we cracked 458 possibly. We're just sitting at it, which is lazy. When a stock, or in this case obviously an ETF, you know, comes down to a support zone, what you want to see, that bounce back. It doesn't have to happen instantaneous, right? It's not like, okay, let's say this, what time is it? Okay, we got time. Let's say this is the support zone. You don't want to see the stock do this and then just sit here. Because more often than not, when it just does that, that happens. And we fall back down. What you want to see is you want to see the stock get down there, get off. It can come back down. It's not a problem. But you want to see it, what? Get off. That's what you want to see before the next move. You don't want to see it just sit there. And right now, the SPY has just been sitting at 458. Think about it as like I tell everybody in DTC Live, DTC Pro on the live stream every day. Think about it as a trampoline. Trampoline that's sitting outside. It's getting rained on. The sun is hitting it. The morning dew. Day in, day out. Day in, day out. The season's hitting it. Eventually that material deteriorates. It's that support. And the bounce doesn't happen as strong with the springs deteriorating as well. Until eventually the material itself just breaks on down and you fall right on through it. The support breaks. All right, guys, we got 5 minutes here. So Microsoft, this line we drew here, 317.45, is still holding resistance, previous support zone. You can see it clear as day here on the daily. Right now we're holding resistance there. I'd watch and see if it drops back down to 301, which would be the next support zone. Keshra, I haven't seen you here in a long time. Glad to see you back. Good morning, good morning. V-Man, my pleasure. My pleasure. I think the watch list is pretty complete in my opinion. I think it's pretty complete in my opinion right now. There's really nothing else I like here. It's going to be an interesting day for sure, especially with the SPY just sitting at 458. So unless you guys have any last minute questions, what I'll do is I'll throw the final touches on the watch list, and then I'll get it sent over to Jonal so he can send it to everybody's email. Taylor, JesseW Trampoline 101. You got it. What do you think about ENF? It's not about penny stocks. I have LGVN, COVS, MULN. Those are penny stocks. It sounds like that's probably an OTC stock. And OTC stocks don't trade typically like a listed stock. These are more story driven than chart pattern. See, like this thing, there's nothing here. There's nothing here for me to go off of. I feel like I'm lost because there's nothing. There's no support zone here. There's nothing for the stock. I mean, ideally, normally, right? If you want to see continuation, you'd want to see yesterday's high hold support. Oh wait, yesterday's high would be here. So you'd want to see this thing break up and over that and hold support. At a minimum, hold the previous day's high as support. But this looks like, I'm pretty sure it's a OTC stock, so it'll be story driven as well. Dan, what's going on? All right, guys. So any last minute questions before I put the rest of the watch list together and get it sent out to your emails, and then jump on over to the Discord to be live there the rest of the day? All right. So in that case, today's Thursday, right? Yep, today's Thursday. So that means tomorrow, Friday, I won't be on the live stream here. I will, however, be on the Discord all day long, like everybody, with everybody else in the team. So I usually stream on YouTube Monday through Thursday at 8 a.m. Tomorrow, I will not be on the live stream here on YouTube, but I will be on over in the Discord. And like I said, today is the last day for DTC Lite, 30 days for free. Okay, this goes away tomorrow. Monday next week, there's not going to be any more 30 days for free on DTC Lite. That's going to be gone. All right, so you might want to take advantage of that right now before it goes away completely. All right, any questions, you can throw them up in chat. You can also swing by the Discord and just go by the free section, the chat section, and you can ask any questions you want there as well. Right here's the link to that. All right, it's 9 o'clock. I got to get ready to get on over with the team and start the live trading for the day. So any questions, you can swing on by there. Thank you very much for tuning in and smashing that like button. Good luck today. Stay disciplined out there, make some money, and I'll see you all bright and early again Monday morning. Or if you decide to join, I'll see you over on the Discord. Have a good one, guys.